What is the link between intellect and knowledge? All right, that's today's question. Welcome to my channel. I'm Thomas, and I do videos on educational matters. For the first unit on this channel, we're going to be talking about the tree of life. I've rolled out 144 different videos on different aspects of the tree of life, kind of organized. And first, if you'd like to get a kind of a guide to all those videos, just click the link in the description. It's kind of like an annotated list of all the topics of all the videos, and I'll send that to you for free if you click the link in the description. Also, if you want to get a refresher course or a quick intro to the Tree of Life, just watch my video called Tree of Life, A Short Introduction. And that should at least get you up to speed enough to kind of be able to follow along with these videos. And then as you follow along with these videos, you will learn more and more about the Tree of Life as you go along. So that'll give you a baseline enough to get started, and then you'll gradually build up your storehouse of knowledge, at least of information on by watching all the numbered videos. And today we're at number 35. What is the link between intellect and knowledge? And when we look at number 35, we're talking about an A-sphere thing. So this is within the A-sphere. Again, the Tree of Life has 10 different spheres, plus 2 more components, the abyss plus the 0. So that's a total of 12 different components. Here we're within the A-sphere. Each one of these different components is basically a faculty of consciousness, or an element of consciousness, or an ability of consciousness. The whole map of the tree is really like a map of consciousness. So here we're at the A-sphere, and this corresponds to really our belief systems, and especially our rational faculty, our ability, our left brain intellect. So our ability to take things and separate them out into categories, to group them into logical categories, and then also having to do with our belief systems. But then the A-sphere kind of in a social way has to do with the powers that be, the establishment, the institutions, the conventional wisdom, the expert opinion. Everybody knows that. This is what you get, like where the ninth sphere is about the domestic life, like life in the home. This is what you get once you go out into public. Once you go out to school, once you go into church, then you are met with all of these experts who are telling you what you need to know, how you need to behave, what you should believe, and all of this. And they are sanctioned, and they are gatekeepers. And so if you don't really pay them any mind and you don't believe what they say, they will keep you out of their gate. And one of their gate, one of the things that they keep you out of is also social standing. Like, you're considered to be a lunatic or a fringe member if you don't agree with all this. And then you're also it's much more, the resources are here, so it's much more difficult to like make a living and survive if you don't kowtow to the elements of the A-sphere. Also within the A-sphere is a trickster. So these experts of the powers that be, they are telling you the truth sometimes, but then sometimes they're not telling you the truth. And so, you know, the A-sphere presents a very tricky situation because you kind of have to give it some kind of lip service, but if you give it too much, you'll eventually get trapped here, because they present the A-sphere as if it's the be-all, end-all, as if this is like the only, this is the final goal of your life. This is success for your life if you can be accepted by the A-sphere. So, okay, now when we take the whole tree and we boil it down and we place the whole tree onto the A sphere, so in other words, we're dividing just this aspect into 12 smaller, even smaller aspects. What we come up with here for number 35 is that we're at the first fractal of the zero sphere, or the first aspect of the eighth sphere. I'm sorry, of the eighth sphere. So the first sphere has to do with unity. It has to do with omnipresence, all present, all at once, all eternally. It also has to do with like the essence, the very essence, or the core, or the center of something. So those are the aspects that we're looking at here with number 35, which is called intellect is the verbal clothing of knowledge. Stage number 35 is about the limitations of left brain intellect. Our thoughts are just clouds drifting by. They come and go without our conscious direction. Intelligence is not us. It's not even ours. It's just a field. Thoughts are constantly streaming into our awareness, telling us things and suggesting what to do or not to do. We can learn to direct or veto this stream of thought through spiritual development. As it is, intellect is only an approximating faculty. It translates nonverbal messages into words, into syllables, separating the whole into manageable steps. But it does not have the ability to process meaning. Rather, verbal thinking is an obstruction to gaining knowledge of reality. We may think we are free thinkers, but there is always consensus censorship. We are under pressure not to trust our own experience and encouraged to go with the paradigms, dictates, and mandates of the powers that be. The emperor's new clothes are the pundits, the experts. Words and belief over our own knowledge and experience. While belief literally means we don't have knowledge. So the dudes are deceptive and dupe us daily. Intellect gives the illusion of advancement, but it's really just moving around and around on a carousel. Thinking starts with a spontaneous preoccupation. We are continually discarding irrelevancies. Contrary to current thinking, thinking is not a putting in, but it is a putting out of irrelevancies. Experience is inclusive, while verbal thinking is inherently exclusive. It is segregative, and therefore not expressive of our true nature. As a result, thinking is not getting us anywhere spiritually, except to the door of the spirit. Cleverness is only for easing the way, not solving problems or fulfilling our divine purpose. Intellect has uses, but intellect is effective only after the whole has already been perceived. Otherwise, it is a formula for false intelligence. The living truth is mutilated by reason, whose words have sharp edges. By grasping the limitations of intellect, we can escape from the circular trap, escape from the spin cycle, escape from the twisted interpretations, and sidestep the left brain samsara. We're caught in a circular trap, by our attention. But we can learn to hone our attention in order to get out. Okay, that is the first fractal of the first fractal of the 8th sphere, number 35. Verbal clothing of knowledge, intellect is. And that is something that we will have much more to say about in the future. But for right now, that is the short fractal of number 35. Please stay tuned. I will be rolling out number 36 on this list very shortly, within the next 24 hours, hopefully less. And thanks for sticking around for the end of the video. Please press the like button, share and subscribe. Make constructive comments in the comment section. Again, you can click the link in the description to get my free guide to the 144 fractal faculties. You can also donate directly to me through Cash App and Venmo listed in the description. Again, I'll be doing another one of these videos coming up very soon, so stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, have a beautiful and productive day.